Welcome to another Movies I've watched in 2020. We're in September now. It's gone fast this year has. Okay, so if you're new to this, or you just stumbled across this year, late last year I decided I was going to keep track of all the films I watched so that at the end of the year I can, know what format I watched them in and just see how I consumed films this year. Then COVID happened and it threw it all out. But I continued with it because, this is not being a typical year, and I don't think it's going to be very typical for some time now. We start September with 152nd movie of the year, which was Star Trek Beyond, the third of the Kelvin timelines. I haven't seen this since it came out, and it actually. I actually preferred its second viewing. It's enjoyable. It's a lot better. Like I said, so it's one of these ones you do need to watch a second time. Suicide Squad extended cut. Again, I haven't seen it since in cinema, but I actually give Captain Boomerang. I got a brilliant character, and I'm not a Will Smith fan, and I got to give credit. Suicide Squad. Can't tell the difference even between the extended cut and the theatrical, because like I said, I haven't seen it since I saw it in cinema. But again, another film I actually preferred on second viewing. Like Captain Boomerang, though, Jay Courtney, if I'm right, brilliant. Venom, like I said, again, another one of these ones I haven't seen since the cinema. I wasn't impressed. All right, I don't rave over it. Tom Hardy's good, but again, not I'm not a real big fan. Looking forward to Andy Serkis's Venom 2, though. I'll give that because Andy Serkis, brilliant. Birds of Prey, a film that I'd avoided because I'd had bad reviews and, in the trailer it didn't really impress me, but I kept looking at the Blu-ray and ended up buying it. Birds of Prey may be my favourite DCEU film so far. Really, really enjoyable. Ewan McGregor's absolutely fantastic in it. Margot Robbie. It's just fun. It's a fun film. Really, and if this is the direction that DCEU is going, absolutely spot on. Birds of Prey, if you haven't seen it, don't listen to any of the reviews. Just go and watch Birds of Prey. Absolutely fantastic film. The Five Bloods on Netflix. After Chadwick Boseman, I really wanted to catch up with some of his work, other than just Black Panther. The Five Bloods, not brilliant. Enjoyable, not Spike Lee's best movie. Kind of, as I said, it's all right, but I didn't connect with the film. So Tenet, Christopher Nolan. Again, maybe I've watched too many films, but found it kind of predictable. So it's yeah. So but it's good seeing it. It's one of these films you have to see on the big screen. So our second trip to the cinema since post COVID. So well, not post COVID, since the cinemas reopened. So I got a fiance saying it was the first one. New Mutants was the first one we saw in cinema. Fiance's doing the thing, so that's a little bit of distraction then. So Tenet, good film. It's a big screen movie, but like I said, it just lacked something, and found it a bit predictable. 42, another Chadwick Boseman film on Amazon Prime. Really good about the first African American baseball player in the major leagues. Really, really good. Watch 42, absolutely superb film. Harrison Ford's in it as well. Really, really enjoyable and educational. Fantastic film. So 42. I caught it on Amazon Prime, so watch the movie. If you get the opportunity, just watch it. Absolutely fantastic. Star Wars Phantom Menace on Disney Plus. Really, I did that as an audio commentary. Did it an audio commentary for the High Ground podcast. So High Ground podcast, big shout out for the High Ground podcast. Absolutely, real enjoyable film. I don't really want to say too much. Check out my High Ground podcast. I'll put a link to it in the description below. John Wick, at last watched it. Overrated. I watched it because Dean Winters and Adrian Palicki, Dean Winters from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Adrian Palicki, I know from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Orville, John Wick. I don't know what everyone's raving about. It's not one of for me. It was just too painting by numbers, and for the greatest hitman, he was so easily caught. So I know I'm one of the people that don't. I know everybody else raves over it. 21 Bridges on Amazon Prime. Absolutely superb action film. One of the best action films I've seen in years. Absolutely fantastic. Again, Chadwick Boseman. Absolutely superb performance. It is such a shame. Chadwick Boseman, real talent, and 21 Bridges is a superb action movie. Taken. Love it. We just wanted to watch a classic action film, a modern day classic action film. Taken had to be. Liam Neeson, superb. Okay, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and Bogus Journey. I'm going to class them together because hooked up projector, dug out the DVDs, and watched those two back to back. Absolutely superb movies. I never saw Excellent Adventure on a big screen. I saw Bogus Journey on a big screen, so to actually see them both projected like we were in the theatres is absolutely, it was superb. Excellent Adventure, the effects, and I'm going to put them together because we were watching back to back. They were superb movies, and they still hold up after all this time. Well, they are a bit dated because they are rated, but had to see them like that so that in preparation for watching Bill and Ted Face the Music at the cinema. So Fantastic Four, the 2015 film, still a load of bollocks. Part of my language. It's not brilliant. Hunger Games. You got to watch things. If you're in a relationship, you got to watch things your fiance or boyfriend or girlfriend wants to watch. So we watched the Hunger Games, because it's one that we hadn't seen in a while. All right, it's one for the times right now, especially. You Only Live Twice, post-podcast movie. So not my favourite James Bond. Kind of dated with some of the stuff in it. Like I said, but Connery movie. Bill and Ted Face the Music. Go and see this at the cinema. My feel-good movie of 2020. Absolutely love this movie. It made me smile right from the start. I was laughing right from the start to the post-credits. It's one of these films. I'm glad it's got a cinema release in the UK. It's superb, and it's If you love Bill and Ted, it feels like a traditional Bill and Ted. It's a perfect sequel to Excellent Adventure and Bogus Journey. The music, the story, everything. Alex Winter, Keanu Reeves, the rest of the cast. Superb movie. Bill and Ted Face the Music. Can't say I can't say anything bad about the film. I loved it. Goon. Wanted an ice hockey film because ice hockey season's null at the moment. So it's Goon the reason I started watching ice hockey. I love the Goon. Superb film. Sean William Scott, Liev Schreiber. Superb movie. You don't have to like sports movies to enjoy it. The Hunger Games Catching Fire, Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1, watch those two back to back again, one on Amazon Prime, the other one on Blu-ray. Good movies. Like I said, for the times, how democracy, dictatorships, and there's a logic to it, and it's a good film for the times. Super Troopers 2, decided to hook the projector up, put on Super Troopers 2. Brilliant movie, underrated, not many people have seen it. It's on some of the streaming services. I love Broken Lizard, and this is one of these laugh your asses off movies. If you love Super Troopers and you love Broken Lizard, Super Troopers is superb, and I love this movie. Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2, again, kind of predictable. Not as good as the other ones. I think this is a weak one for me. The second one is a bit drawn out. Here's where we go into interesting territory. Sharknado movies. We started with the third because it was going cheap on Google Play. So Sharknado 3, Sharknado 2, Sharknado The Fourth Awakens. After a while they all blend into each other, but the Sharknado movies are good, fun movies. Global Swarming, which, is the fifth one. Just fun. That's one of my favourites, and I like The Fourth Awakens. So we did it in order: 3, 2, 4, 5. Then went to the cinema to see Jurassic Park. They were showing it. My fiance's Jurassic Park Generations. So Global Swarming. Jurassic Park is a film that has to be seen on the big screen. And I'm so glad that there are still some cinemas open at the moment, and Jurassic Park is a film that's made for the big screen if you ever got the opportunity. It still holds up, and now the special effects, it has it's got a very Jaws feel where they focus more on the humans caricatures, so that the CG is, I'm not gonna say it's minimum, but it holds up with the practical effects and the way they keep the monsters pretty much to the last minute. You see the human reactions first. So Jurassic Park, like I said, it holds up like Jaws. Then it was Sharknado, the last Sharknado. It's about time. They've gone off the rails with the nonsense, and the last Sharknado is just pure time travel nonsense with sharks and tornadoes. Superb. It's like and a little reboot at the end. Superb. It's just if you've gone to the sixth movie, you know the plot line, and it's lost the plot, and they're just going for fun over any horror. These are 6 good movies. So how do we end it, and how do I end September with Sharknado the first? We had to go out and get it. We saw it cheap on DVD, on Blu-ray, so we had to have it, and we ended it with the original Sharknado. The original stupid Dark Skies original title, so they could get the actors, get some good stuff on it. And Sharknado, brilliant movie, the one that spawned 5 sequels, and that's how we ended September, the original, doing them all out with all the Sharknado movies. Kind of a weird month in the viewing order that I watched stuff, So we ended it. Sharknado was the 180th movie of the year. I don't think I'd have watched so many had it not been for the whole COVID thing, because we'd have been out more. But it's good to actually go back and have watch films, and because cinemas, it's with the lack of cinemas and the lack of new movies out, it's good to explore either new movies you may not have seen or some that you just want to go and watch again. So that's what I'm taking this time to do right now. If you get the chance to go to any cinemas that are open, take the opportunity. Support local cinemas if you got the opportunity. I've got to admit, they are safe. They're as safe as they can be. And the places have been, during this period, the cinemas have been the ones I actually feel more comfortable in. So that's being September. See you all in October in the Geek Room.